I'm Tom from Do It Yourself Home Automation, and this is an update on my Synology network attached storage system. So, in a previous video, I showed how I set up my new network attached storage system from Synology. And the idea here is you've got this bay of 4 hard drives, and you have this little basically dedicated computer essentially, and you put in the drives, and you're able to access all of those as one sort of shared drive over your network. So I put in a 10 terabyte hard drive from Seagate into the first bay here, but I could potentially add in 10 or 12 terabyte drives here, and I could have something like 40 terabytes all set up as one storage drive that I could access from my computer or I can access from my media center. And this is great if you're taking a lot of photos and video, or if you're doing some kind of a whole house audio system or media system where you want to be able to access all of your files. Now, I showed before, Synology setup is super easy. So basically, you don't even need a screwdriver unless you're using smaller drives. But basically, you can just pull these out and snap in your hard drives to this device. Now, I've been using this for about a week now, and it's working great. The setup was super easy. Again, you just sort of snap things in here. And it's now running down in my garage home automation area that I had started to talk about before. And using Google Wi-Fi, which again I talk about in other videos, I'm able to connect this into my network using a wired connection on the back here going into a switch, which is now mounted up on the wall. And the speeds are really good. I'm getting about 30 to 40 megabytes per second download, not Mbps, but actual megabytes per second as I transfer files over. And so far I've got the 10 terabyte drive, which yields an effective size of about 9 terabytes of actual storage. And I've filled about 3 of those so far. Now, as I fill that up even further with more video and pictures and everything, I can just snap additional drives in, add them to that shared drive volume, and I'll be able to expand this. And then, as I mentioned in another video, I can also always add in an extension unit, so I could actually get up to something like 80 terabytes over time if I need that. Now, the Synology device here, this 4-bay device, I think was about $550 when I purchased it on Amazon, and I'll include a link in the bottom down in the description if you want to get your own and help support my channel. And the drives themselves, the Seagate drive was probably about $320 for the 10 terabyte drive. Of course, that'll come down in price over time. So if I add another 10 terabytes in a year, it'll probably be 150 or something like that, maybe even less. Or I could also opt, if there's even bigger drives at that point, to pop in, 15 terabyte or 16 terabyte, whatever it is, at that point in time. So it's a little bit on the pricey side, about $900 with tax and shipping for the whole thing. But it's excellent if you want to be storing huge amounts of media. And again, so far setup was super easy. The setup on the interface I'll show later, but that was very easy too. And it's doing a great job of storing data that otherwise was clogging up my computers and media centers. If you like the channel, please subscribe below. And if you do want to purchase this or take a look at it on Amazon, there's links in the description that help support the channel. Thanks so much.